If you're up early and looking for a good breakfast, well, let's head on over to Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, to the JAMBO House and Boma. It's kind of hard to do a review on a buffet because everybody likes different kinds of foods, and really that's what buffets are all about. But we also have to decide whether we're going to go for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, because Boma serves all three. So let's do breakfast. Boma is located at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge Resort, over in the JAMBO House section, not Kidani Village. And remember, if you have a valid disabled parking placard or license plate, then parking at Disney's Resort through the valet system is free for you. Oh yeah, and try to remember to bring some cash for a tip. Boma is located on the ground floor of the JAMBO House, and you actually enter through the third floor lobby when you're heading in. So let's head on down to Boma. Wait a minute, what is this? Hey, if I'm not mistaken, that's an authentic Ijele mask from Nigeria. The history of the Ijele masquerade goes back over 1,000 years to the Igbo people of Sub-Saharan Nigeria. The Ijele masquerade headpiece can weigh over 200 pounds, and it's worn by just one man. That man will go into seclusion for a 3-month period in preparation for the actual masquerade. The village elders can work up 6 months to a year on an Ijele headpiece, and look at the details and the workmanship that goes into it. I mean, it's just amazing. This thing is really cool, but that's really not why we're here, so let's head down to Boma. There are two parts of Disney's Animal Kingdom. There's Kidani Village up on the top part of your screen, and where we're going is the JAMBO House right down here. Boma is the Swahili word for fence. And yeah, for those of you who didn't know, Swahili was originally written in Arabic. And more than just a fence, it's a corral, or corral as we call them in the United States. You know, a place to corral all the flavors. There is a set of steps you can take to walk down from the Victoria Falls bar that overlooks the Boma restaurant. Reservations are not required for Boma, but if you want to avoid a potentially long wait, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and call ahead and make reservations. And really, if you do have to wait, there is a good possibility that a couple of cast members may come down and show you what they can really do on the drums. But we did make reservations, and it was only just a minute or so before we were called for our table. Which, after a while of walking, I was kind of wondering if it was actually in JAMBO House or not. I was also kind of wondering if I'd ever be able to find my way out again. It was beginning to look like it might become quite the complicated little trip.
Really a bad spot.
But we were there soon enough, and it was right near the entrance to the buffet line. Well done, my friend, well done. So, let's hit the buffet line.
A little bit of beef, please. Perfect. Thank you. Pancakes with M&M's. That's different. Can I get ham, cheese, and mushroom, please?
Now, I've been getting the same kind of
Ham,
omelet since
cheese,
I was
and
in basic
mushroom.
training. And let me tell you, these guys, well, they do a way
cheddar?
better job of it.
Yes. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Thank you very much. Alright, then the end, toaster, bagels. Muffins. Definitely gonna start here. Sticky buns. One of those on there.
So, here's what I ended up with. Unfortunately, now that I'm a little older, I really can only do one plate of food. But if you're at a buffet, you should do as many as you can. And man, I really hope you like juice, because Disney's Jungle Juice is some of the best you'll find on property in pretty much all of Central Florida. And look, I even gave you the recipe. So now it's time for an actual review. And for this week's review, I'm going to use the giraffe score. Because let's face it, there's nothing cuter than a baby giraffe, and, well, giraffes are awesome. So first up on our review is Atmosphere. And for Atmosphere, I couldn't give it any more than a 3. Not because I have any problems with its design of Africa, but because it's loud. It's a buffet. It's like really, really loud, like all the time. And next up is the food. I've eaten breakfast at Boma 4 times and dinner only once, and I can't rate the dinner because, well, that was paid for by somebody else. So what I can tell you is the breakfast was really good. 3 out of 4 times. But, you know, the Jungle Juice is always good. Now, the next one might surprise you, and that's accessibility, especially if you watched the whole video and saw this.
Really a bad spot.
So how could I give it the maximum score of 4? Well, because we didn't have to go that way, like one of the other times. Check this out. See, as far as I can tell, he just really took a bad route. So as far as overall value, I'm going to give it 3 giraffes. Until you throw in the Jungle Juice, and then it's a rock-solid 4 giraffes. Truthfully, I really do love breakfast at Boma, and I think we should all get together sometime. Maybe somebody can pay for the JAMBO House Grand Villa, and we could all stay there together. Actually, I just realized that I hadn't plugged my buddy Dave over at yourfirstvisit.net for a while, so there you go, Dave. So if you're up early and in the neighborhood, I would suggest stopping by the JAMBO House Boma restaurant. Oh, and I don't know, pick up a glass or 12 of the Jungle Juice. Emmy's always interested in food and your likes and comments. I try to put out new videos every Friday, so if you did like the video, how about giving it a thumbs up? That really helps the channel when you do that. If you'd like to see more of this kind of content, why don't you consider subscribing to the channel? And remember, when you do subscribe, don't forget to click on that bell icon. That way you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.